I've never really sat back and watched one of those roasts. And I was watching it, I was sitting upstairs in the bedroom. And I guess, so it wasn't at night, it was in the afternoon. I was sitting in the bedroom. Colin was out getting his allergy shots or something. So I had the volume turned up. Oh my gosh. The most offensive language you're ever going to hear. Number one. So I felt bad. I'm like, there's nobody in my house but me. Horrible offensive language. And I'm like, I'm turning down the volume because I'm afraid the dogs are going to hear it.
Oh my gosh.
I know, that's how messed up I am, right? So anyway, very funny stuff on there. I've never watched one of these comedy sets where it's very, very funny. But some of the stuff is so brutal. It goes beyond comedy. Yourself afterwards. After you look in the mirror after you said that about, Pete Davidson dad, or he said it about his own dad. I mean, the Shaq stuff is very funny. There's some funny Shaq stuff there. He's a big winner. If you know this particular roast, which is, I guess, years ago, Shaq was a big winner in this roast. Then Bieber had some funny stuff. Martin Stewart had some funny stuff. But the language coming out of these people, and some of the really, really tough, wink, wink, quote-unquote comedy, I was like, oh.
Brutal.
How do they all, go to the bar and get a drink afterwards together? How does that stuff, how would it not impact you at some point, Ludacris, I had a funny feeling, wasn't liking some of this stuff. And again, I just watched this, and I guess it's a few years old or something.
Yeah.
But he had a face, and I'm like, hey, that writes. I'm going to shank you.
I feel like the only people that can really handle it, and it's probably even tough for them, are the professional comedians that do these roasts, roast after roast. But when somebody like Ludacris comes out and he's never done one before, it's got to blindside you. I mean, that's got to...
Oh, and they start coming after you so hard and everything? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can watch any more of them because I think I've used something full of dirty words for my entire life right there. Let's do first sip. What do we got here, Kevin?
This is just a nice moment, an opportunity to start the day. It's just calm your mind, take a deep breath. Valentine shares a few words, and at the end of it, we all raise our cups high, toast the day, the weekend ahead, and have that first sip together.
So grab that cup of coffee, mug of tea, whatever you got, whatever you hoist up at this hour when you salute the day in front of us, the weekend in front of us. Let's do it together. Just like the phone call we had with Ricardo talking about his daughter Alexis is 22 and fighting leukemia, fighting for her life, and in 3 weeks from now they have to make a very important decision. Let's get centered on what's important as we have this first sip. Family, friends, that's what's important. There are plenty of distractions in our world today, plenty of things that tug at our attention. But sometimes it's helpful to put the blinders on for a little bit, to see what's right in front of you, what's really important. Work struggles, financial struggles, personal struggles. There's a lot of stuff that's always pulling on us. But if you love somebody, and if somebody loves you, there's your focal point. Kids, mom, dad, friends, husband, wife, brother, sister. If you've got love in your life, celebrate that love because it is so precious. And we talk to a dad. I want you to, I want to scream at some points on the air and at some points I don't. Like right now I just want to scream. We talk to a dad who's afraid he's going to lose his daughter. She's 22 years of age. And she's fighting for her life, needs a bone marrow transplant. And they can't find a match. I think it's 19 million people on that registry, and they can't find a match. And you could be that match, so that's why we're encouraging people to go to our website and sign up for this registry, if not for Alexis, for somebody else's daughter, somebody else's son, somebody's mom, somebody's dad. We can help out. And I know there's many things in life where we can do something similar to this to be of impact on another person's life, and I encourage that. But this is right in front of us and it's staring us in the face. Let's have tunnel vision to this. Help out Alexis and concentrate on the people that love you in life. Count us up, Kev.
1, 2, 3.
I hope it's a great weekend for you. I hope it's a great day for you. And honestly, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with this show that hopefully is making a difference in people's lives.
Here's what's coming up in Hollywood headlines.
We've heard of musicians and big stars having these crazy list of demands backstage, but not Blake Shelton. He really is a low-maintenance, regular dude. I'll tell you what he asked for right after traffic.
This time traffic is sponsored by Allstate. Southbound side of the 605, just before you get to Peck Road, that was a car that went over the side of the roadway and through the fence, and they're saying there's a box truck that's stuck in the dirt there, and they need a heavy-duty tow truck to get him out of the way. So you're going to see some pretty heavy delays there. Southbound side of the 605 is from out of Baldwin Park from the 10th freeway. The westbound side of the 60 is slowing down into transition to the 605. Westbound side of the 10th freeway, just before you get to La Brea, there's a flatbed tow truck that broke down. It looks like it's kind of sticking out in the right lane, and that's enough to add to your drive as you come out of downtown from the 5 freeway. Westbound side of the 105 is slowing down as you leave Linwood now from the 710. You'll see the brake lights there all the way up to the 405. With an Allstate agent, you're a local expert at help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands? That's your traffic. I'm Tony Jordan with Valentine in the Morning on 104.3 My FM.
From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places.
Valentine in the Morning.
Hollywood headlines.
So, you know, musicians have backstage writers. Basically, it's a list of requirements before an appearance or performance. There have been some crazy ones over the years. At one point, I think Justin Bieber required an Indian yoga casket, whatever that is. He wanted that backstage. Cher wanted a room just for her wigs. Madonna asked for 20 international phone lines backstage. Oh, I just saw Blake Shelton's list of requirements, and he really is the guy that he appears to be. His particular list of items include Dunkin' Donuts coffee, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Blue Orbit's gum, 1 package of peppered or teriyaki beef jerky,
Nice.
Cheetos, and barbecue Lay's potato chips.
Oh, man. You had me at Dunkin' Donuts because I started thinking about donut holes. But we've been instructed not to talk about breakfast or food on the radio anymore from our boss because this whole week long was all about huevos rancheros and breakfast, so we've been told to shut that down.
But his writer is just like stopping at a truck stop on a road trip or
Good for
something.
him, man. Good for him.
Now, I want to talk about Kanye for a second. We had Harvey Levin of TMZ on the phone a couple days ago, and he was sharing details of Kanye's presidential platform with us. And yeah, it was kind of silly, kind of funny, but I asked him, I said, should we be laughing at this? Kanye has been very open about his bipolar disorder and his mental health issues in the past, and that's what all of this sounded like to me, and Harvey kind of shot that down. He said, no, Kanye's had his eyes on the presidency for years, he wants to do this, but now, big headline on TMZ.com today, Kanye West in midst of serious bipolar episode, family very concerned. That's what I was saying. His family, apparently, they're saying that they're genuinely worried that his current bout is impacting his decision making. So I don't know. I mean, I personally think we all need to kind of back off of the Kanye, crazy Kanye stuff, at least for the time being. I'm Kevin with your Hollywood headlines.
Okay, 6:52. It is Valentine in the Morning. This is 104.3 My FM. We do have the Battle of the Sexes coming up. You guys want to play in that? It's going to be 866-544 My FM. 866-544-6936 for the Battle of the Sexes. Just before that, $1,000 here at 7 o'clock.